important to know what to believe. You gotta know where and why and what to read. Cite your information and check it twice, 'cause getting it wrong will come at a price.
Blogs, viral emails, tweets, Facebook, Wikipedia, and Google. Kids and teens are clicking more and reading less. The News Literacy Project, now in its third year, brings journalists into the classroom to teach students how to separate facts from fiction in the digital age.
You need to think about where the information comes from.
I think that the news literacy unit that was part of my government class was really helpful. It really reinforced and kind of enhanced my understanding of quality journalism and how to discern credible information from, bias and spin and whatnot.
The journalists who spoke to us really helped me consider every little aspect that goes into writing a news story and how biased they could seem and how varied it could be, and how sometimes even reliable sources such as CNN and New York Times could, misinterpret information.
Reporting is, to me, as an editor, as a reporter, as a consumer and creator of content, reporting is everything.
This project's classroom curriculum is designed around 4 key issues. Why does news matter? Why is the First Amendment protection of free speech so vital to American democracy? How can students know what to believe? What challenges and opportunities do the internet and digital media create? Teachers and principals at the News Literacy Project's participating schools say the project is helping students become critical thinkers.
In the beginning, prior to their engagement in the work with NLP, their research was very superficial. After the journalists came in and they engaged in discussion and they engaged in that journey with the journalists, you found that they began to really question, right, sources, accuracy, who's reporting it, why are they reporting it, what could they have done differently, what are they missing? And then you began to see their projects become much more thoughtful, much more engaging.
We would hear our students come back and say, hey, I was watching this on the news last night and I wondered about what was the source. They became very critical about information that was conveyed to them and really having the opportunity to distinguish between what was a credible source and what was a non-credible source. We definitely saw that happening on a much more consistent basis.
At the end of the News Literacy Project unit, students create projects that reflect and build their understanding of the lessons they've learned. Middle school students at Stars Prep Academy MS-45 in East Harlem created a mini documentary on their changing neighborhood.
In the last few years, incomes are up.
More people are college educated.
Crime is down, but not as much as it could be. And rents and housing costs are higher.
We're students at MS-45.
Right in the middle of the neighborhood.
Hey! One of our favorite interviews was with the musician Voice of Harlem. He lived in his neighborhood for 25 years.
It's changing a bit. New people coming in, old people going out. Good for some, bad for others. But, in reality, it's just how life is.
That's how some people feel about East Harlem. But for all of them, East Harlem is home.
A group of 8th grade students at the Reavis School in Chicago worked with 3 news literacy broadcast journalists to produce a 6.5-minute radio podcast on peer pressure. 14-year-old Courtney Griffin narrated.
Fighting, stealing, running away, dressing a certain way, smoking, drinking, being disrespectful. Peer pressure is being forced to do something that you don't want to do.
I see peer pressure all the time, not just in my classroom, but in the hallways, with other classes, with other students, all ages.
Miss Pawlowski is a second-year teacher at Reavis in Chicago. Kayla Jones is a 6th grader at Reavis.
One of my friends made me want to go with one of these boys in my classroom.
And so you did. Why?
Because I wouldn't want to mess up our friendship.
So you went with a boy so you wouldn't mess up your friendship?
Yes.
Through the News Literacy Project, students are learning how to be both consumers and creators of credible information.
So this is where they put the movie. most important stuff goes above the fold.
Making a difference.
Hi, I'm Ani. And I'm Sasha. And I'm Grace. And this is our news literacy project. The United States of America was the American dream. The framers made an amendment that granted free speech, free speech. But don't you forget, the First Amendment includes the right to religion, assemble, press, protest, with what's it called? It's the First Amendment, vital to the people. It protects the press. Oh, remember way back in year 1989, Texas v. Johnson said symbolic speech was fine. It was fine. Sasha is a Jew, and Gracie is a Catholic. Ani's dad